Hey, what's going on, y'all? Once again, it's another episode of Welcome to the Town Podcast with yours truly, Killah Threat.
Boy, Cool Cal.
And once again, we appreciate y'all stopping by and checking us out. We do appreciate the love, the feedback, and the comments. Make sure before we start this video that y'all go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can always know when we have videos up and when we have videos coming. Go ahead and hit the like button as well so it can help out the algorithm of the channel and the podcast. And if you are listening on Spotify, go ahead and answer the questions that or the polls that might be there for the episode for today. Right now, I want to go ahead and discuss a topic which is very important to the community because it seems like we try to please people that don't give a care about us, and I want to explain as vividly as possible that we cannot please everyone. So don't try to.
I ain't trying to.
Right, because it's quite impossible. For real, for real. So let's go ahead and discuss why do we choose to make everyone happy in the first place?
I think um, it starts from us being children. First of all, let me preface this by saying, wanting to be there for people or please people, you have to have a certain kind of heart. So this may not even apply to a lot of people because they're usually the people taking, as opposed to the people like us that are givers.
Facts.
But yeah, it starts from, I would say, a child. Like, you know, from the first time you walk and your parent is excited you walk.
Right.
So it progresses till now you're in kindergarten. Look, mommy, I got my first A. And it just, it always progresses. You want to, please, hey, I did the chores,
Right.
And then it progresses to when you have friends, like, hey, I did this. And you see their approval, like, you know what I'm saying? So I believe it starts from early childhood.
Yeah, most definitely. I know in my childhood, I most definitely can vouch for that. I always wanted to please my pop. I hate being on his bad side. Now everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that just came as I got older when I wanted to start to form my own circle and keep my own circle. You know what I'm saying? I take that loyalty thing, that word so serious. You know what I'm saying? But there's various examples of why people choose to make everyone happy. A few of them is just needing approval from people, like Callie specified. Starts from childhood to adulthood. No matter if you're a child with a group of friends or if you're at work with a group of colleagues trying to impress your manager, your director, whomever to get that promotion, you try to do a lot to please them or whomever. So
Yeah, like my cousin, like I'm 100% down for my family, 110%. Whatever I can do, even if I can't do it, I figure out a way I can figure out somebody who can do it for you if I can't get there. And he's the same way.
yeah,
He's the same way. But a lot of times people will take advantage of that. You can say yes 1,000 times to a person, but as soon as you say no that one time, and never mind them other 1,000 times you said yes and you came through, you was the realest walking in. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no realer than you then. That one time you say no, I can't, or not right now. Maybe a little late I can get to the. They flip on you. People will flip on you.
yeah, man. He most definitely.
I'm a witness. They'll flip.
Yeah. And they don't even be really caring about how you are, Cal, to be for real. They only care that you are okay enough to help them out.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Are you able to complete my objective? You know what I'm saying? Are you able to get done what I need to get done? Those kind of people have a hard time in life because all they do is take. All they do is take. I feel like it's important for us givers to not be discouraged in giving because it is a reward in giving. A lot of times, I always say it's like social media trick of the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you'll see somebody that's just a taker, and it'll look like everything's going right for them, and you're going through ups and downs. They just faking and making it look good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Fake it till you make it.
Life is gonna be life. We're gonna have ups and downs, but don't let that change who you are in your heart. If in your heart you're a giver, you can't really help that, no matter how cold you are. But you have to know when to say no. You can use me, but you can't misuse me. You know what I'm saying? I done shortened my circle so much that only folks around me now is people like me. Like, I can call him, he can call me. I can call, other friends that I have. But those leeches and all of that, they out of here.
Facts. Yeah, but I think people with the big hearts out there that's listening to the podcast, we all have this disease to please. And it's only because we're overly empathetic and sympathetic. We always can imagine ourselves in that person's shoes if they're going through a hard time, because we can relate, because we've been there.
We've been through a hard time.
Right.
Yeah.
A million times before. You know what I'm saying? And there's something that's hard to overcome, but it's not impossible to overcome. As hard as, yeah. Just you just gotta go ahead and set boundaries for the most part. And when you do so, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna turn their back on you. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be throwing mud on your name, trying to dish your reputation, trying to devalue you any chance they get, no matter if it's on face to face or on a public forum or on a social forum. It's just gonna be.
But guess what?
Bad.
You can't devalue me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? God made me special. You can't devalue me. You can't throw dirt on my name. If somebody who knows my character is goofy enough to believe the stuff that you saying that's outside of my character, that's on them.
Right.
I'm not finna put my character on trial for nobody.
Yeah. So I know people that like to do nice things like me and Cuz. I know, just speaking on myself, I jotted down a few things that I seen just from my closest friends that I had to go ahead and recently just step back on. You know what I'm saying? Some end results of being too nice or trying to please everybody or trying to make sure everybody is good or making sure everybody's 100. Disingenuous people will see that or feel that they won't see nothing with this next point, but they will feel that you're a weak person, just because they take kindness for weakness. They take you helping them as a weakness because they already know they wouldn't reciprocate that same type of love.
Yeah, and with you saying that, just for me to piggyback off that, they mistake kindness for weakness. The end result will be you will find yourself putting your hands on these people sometimes.
Walking cases.
You'll blink and you got your hands around their neck, literally. I had to just learn to just separate myself from people because you give so much to a person when they flip on you like that. We came up a certain way. All we know is to react a certain way. So, when you give somebody your last, when they didn't even know that $20 was, you really only had 30, but you gave them 20.
Right.
Because this your dog. For people to flip on you like that, it'll make you do something. With my temperament, it'll make you do something great. So, just to avoid stuff like that, just separate yourself from people, man. Know the fakes from the fake. Know the moochers from the moochers. And long handle spoon them, man. Get in those situations.
Right.
But that's something that I had to learn with growth and maturity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just once you grow and become mature, you start to see how you're being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so used to asking you for something and always getting that yes from you. I had a lot of people that used to be used to me saying yes a lot, and then once I say no, it's like I'm changing up. I know, like
let me change up then.
Yeah, but for those out there that are still doing is just know it's gonna end up with you being resentful at the end for doing all these nice things. You're gonna be extremely resentful, wondering why you did so much for a certain person or for a certain group of people who didn't value you the same way that you valued them. And that's a real tough pill to swallow, especially when you solid. So
Yeah.
man,
But ain't no awards for being solid.
no.
Ain't no awards for being a genuine person. It just ain't.
Yeah. And just know when you have this mind state, when you go ahead and put this process in motion, the end result also is going to be you're going to have fewer friends, associates. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to be karate chopping you and backstabbing you from all which and every angle. So just get ready for it when you have this mind state. It's crazy how defensive you have to become. You know what I'm saying? You would never think that you'll have to be on the defense when you're with your people. You know what I'm saying? You'll most definitely be on the defense with them, not against them. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy place to be. But at the end of the day, once you get used to being uncomfortable and being in this place, everything in your life is going to fall back into place. You can go back and focus on you and what's best for you. So.
Yeah. And that goes back to a phrase that I'm sure y'all have heard me say in a few episodes. I don't drive down one-way streets. I don't. I stayed on a dead-end street.
Facts.
I stayed on a dead-end street. I don't drive down one-way streets, man. If I'm looking out for you, look out for me. If I'm showing you love, show love back. We gonna reciprocate around here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna just... I'm constantly pouring into you, and you're not pouring nothing into me. Like, that's dead.
Right, man. That's just crazy how people think that is cool. That's real crazy. So let's go ahead and just discuss some solutions to how to overcome being used or being manipulated or being finessed or being whatever you want to call it when we're trying to make everyone happy. The first thing is just say no. It's real simple. Just say no and stand up for yourself for one. You have to know whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, you shouldn't be afraid, which I know in our case, it ain't never being afraid. But for some other people that might be watching this podcast or listening to this podcast, you might be afraid of the repercussions of you saying no because you already done set the stage of always doing for someone or for some group of people. So you got to be ready to say no and get used to saying no. So they can go ahead and let that sizzle in their soul. If they got an issue with it, that's a personal problem.
That's on them.
Right. It's nothing on you, And if they actually have a problem with you saying no, you might want to check your friends out or whoever you call your friend for real. It's crazy. Another solution is just to expect that everyone would not love or like you when you do things that are in your best interest. Because once again, when they ask you for help, it is not to help you out, it's to help them out. So just keep that in mind. Put you first. That's what you're going to have to eventually. You're going to have to put yourself first. Or you're just going to be taking some depression meds. You're going to be trying to calm yourself down from catching cases because you're going to feel animosity from people misusing you and mistreating you. And I don't want nobody out there in our community to be like that because I've been in that place before. Cal's been in that place before. I don't wish that on nobody. Unless I'm not righteous enough. Now I do wish that on my enemies, you know what I'm saying? But that's just another subject because I'm not that righteous. But yeah.
I just simply get these niggas up out my face.
Yep. Easy.
I acquired friends and stuff throughout my life, but I can go back to my childhood. It was hard to be my friend. I wasn't friendly. I didn't start off friendly. So, the older I get, the more I revert back to my original. I was like, I ain't gotta be nobody's friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, get these out my face.
Back to square one. Already.
That's it. That's my solution. Move around.
I like that. Move around. Gotta maneuver. I like that. Well, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and close this episode out. Once again, if you haven't, make sure you like, Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the bell. And if you're on Spotify or Apple or Google Podcast or Anchor Podcast, make sure you go ahead and share the episode for your boys. We will appreciate the support. We need all the help to go ahead and get our messages out there to the community. If you feel the content that Cal and myself actually come up with on a weekly basis, because we release stuff every Thursday, just help us out. Let's go ahead and get these numbers going up, all the way up. Fat Joe and Remy Ma style, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it cracking. If you haven't, I'll be remiss, like I say always, on every episode. If you haven't checked out the CoolKillahz album, make sure you go ahead and check it out. It's an album by Cool Cal and myself. We went on, joined forces like Voltron, or joined forces like the Power Rangers, go, and we actually made a dope album. Go ahead and listen to it. It's great content, great commentary, great social topics on there from all walks of life. I feel like everybody can go ahead and relate to this.
No doubt.
If you don't know how to spell CoolKillahz, like every episode is CoolKillahz. Simple. Holla back at your boy. Check out the website too. It's www.killahthreat.com. KILLAHTHREAT.com. And like always, we appreciate the love. We out of here.
Signing off.